Hey guys, it's Asylum Gurus and welcome back to the channel. I got another video for you guys today, and this time we're going to be covering some news that I found. So I saw this article like a couple hours ago, and I'm really interested to see what's going to happen. So it says here, WWE might have a big WrestleMania 35 plan for none other than Kofi Kingston. Now, Kofi Kingston, he had a big showing last week on SmackDown in the Gauntlet match. We talked about this in the Chamber review. He defeated Daniel Bryan, the WWE Champion, Jeff Hardy, and Samoa Joe. Took them all out. And then he had the Chamber match on Sunday, and he went all the way to the end, and he lasted with Daniel Bryan at the end of the match. And he was this close, literally this close, from pinning Daniel Bryan and becoming a Grand Slam champion. Because he's held every major title but the WWE Championship. So we don't know when exactly that's gonna happen and when Kofi's gonna win the WWE title, but it could happen this year, and it could happen probably as soon as WrestleMania, maybe. So it says here, as we noted earlier, Wrestling Observer reported that WWE officials are considering to book a returning superstar as the current WWE Champion Daniel Bryan's opponent at WrestleMania 35. Below is the list of names that are in consideration to be Bryan's WrestleMania 35 opponent. I know it's weird that they titled this article WrestleMania 35 plan for Kofi Kingston, but yet he's not even mentioned in the article. But we'll talk about it. So it says below is the list of names that are in consideration to be Bryan's WrestleMania 35 opponent. Bray Wyatt, who we haven't seen on TV in God knows how long. Kevin Owens, who is recovering from injury, and he said that he'll be back within the next couple of weeks, so I'm excited to see KO come back. I want to see Bray Wyatt is back on Raw as well, or SmackDown, depending on whatever brand he's on. Sami Zayn, another person that is injured, and we don't know when to see him. He's gonna be out for a little bit longer, being that he had 2 rotator cuffs that were torn, and he had surgery for both of those. So that recovery time is gonna take a while for him to come back. But KO will be back within the next 2 to 3 weeks. John Cena. People mentioned before that John Cena could be the one to fight Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, being that they had an incredible match at SummerSlam back in 2013, and they stole the show. That was a really damn good match, and I'm sure nobody would complain if these two fight again at this year's WrestleMania. Not at SummerSlam, but at this year's WrestleMania, with the title on the line. Batista is another name that is mentioned. And this one kind of surprises me, because Batista said he wants to have one more run in WWE before he retires. Batista's like, I believe Batista's around 40-something years old. It says here that, but he's 50 years old. Oh my god, I thought he was like in his mid-40s, but Batista's 50 years old. Holy shit. He was born 1969. Wow. So Batista's 50 years old. That's crazy. I thought he was in his mid-40s. So Batista's 50. I don't know how I feel about a 50-year-old Batista fighting for the WWE Championship in 2019 at WrestleMania. But if Batista's still in good shape, which he is, I know he is, because he's always working hard in the gym. We saw him on SmackdownLIVE 1000 in October, and he looked to be in incredible shape. Same as usual. So I don't think I would have a problem if Batista were to fight Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. It just I don't know. We just have to find out like what the plan is to get this match built up, and how Batista can be inserted into the title match. So we'll see. And then the other name that is mentioned here is The Undertaker. And that's the only name out of the 6 that I don't see being in this title match Think about it. The Undertaker is 54 years old. Why this man is still wrestling in 2019? His last match was at Crown Jewel when he teamed with his brother Kane, the Bros of Destruction, when they teamed to take on DX, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels at Crown Jewel in November. I don't know why he didn't retire then, but his name is mentioned here, and I really don't want to see that. So again, going over the list, we have Bray Wyatt, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, John Cena, Batista, and The Undertaker. Out of the 6, for me, I probably would have to go with Kevin Owens. One, because I don't think he's had a singles WWE title match opportunity. He had one at the Royal Rumble, but that was with Sami Zayn in his corner, and they were in a handicap match with none other than AJ Styles. So, but I don't think he's ever had a singles WWE title match. So I'd love to see KO get that opportunity. Just imagine, being that he's gonna be back, and he's in better shape. He's lost a ton of weight. His beard has gotten longer. I mean, we're gonna see a different KO. He's got a new tattoo in his arm. He's got it covered up. So we're gonna see a new Kevin Owens when he comes back in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Whether it's on Raw, whether it's on SmackDown, we'll see. But if he does show up on SmackDown, I think KO will be the perfect opponent for Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 35. So there's that. If you had to choose out of the 6, who would you choose, guys? Once again, I'll put the list in the description so you can choose for yourself. So that way you don't forget. So I saw this. This was basically a preview for SmackDown tonight. And yes, I'm gonna be reviewing SmackDown as well. I figured, since I've been doing a bunch of uploads lately within the past 2 to 3 days, I figured I might as well bring back the Raw and SmackDown reviews full time. I stated before, around the beginning or the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, that I was going to bring back the Raw and SmackDown reviews full time, where we're just going to do it week to week, back to back. So that's what my plan is. And yeah, if you didn't already see my video for the Raw review from last night's Raw, it just went up. 4 major NXT stars debut in front of a dead crowd in Lafayette, Louisiana, because they're just fucking miserable. And yeah, that just went up. So if you haven't already, please go check that out, guys, and I appreciate it. But yeah, so this is what is announced for SmackDown tonight. The Miz will do a public apology to Shane McMahon. They lost the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles to the Usos, who are now 6-time WWE Tag Team Champions. So that'll be interesting. I really don't know if they're planning a WrestleMania match with Miz and Shane. I'm really not interested in it, but if it does happen, you never know. It could end up being a great match, because we saw, remember back when AJ Styles was feuding with Shane McMahon, WrestleMania 33, we weren't interested in that match before, but when the match happened, it ended up being the best match of the entire show. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get the same thing with The Miz and Shane McMahon. We just have to see how that gets built up. They want to keep Miz's babyface, but they want to turn Shane heel. It's going to be very, very, very interesting to see what they do here. We saw a tease at Elimination Chamber on Sunday when Miz had his arm around Shane, and Shane had his arm around Miz. It was like the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn thing we saw in NXT when KO turned on Sami after Sami won the NXT Championship. We could be seeing the same thing, or I thought we were going to be seeing the same thing with Shane turning on Miz, but that didn't happen yet. I say yet because they're still rumored to be fighting each other at WrestleMania. So we'll see what they do for Shane's heel turn. Charlotte Flair will respond to Becky Lynch's attack from the Elimination Chamber. They stated on Raw last night, Triple H stated if Becky, he admitted that was awesome what Becky did, and he gives props to what Becky did at the Chamber, attacking Ronda and Charlotte with the crutches. However, he stated if Becky does it again, if she shows up on Raw or SmackDown, whatever brand, hell, if she even shows up in NXT, which I don't think why she would ever show up on NXT again, because Charlotte and Ronda are not even on there. So, but you know, I'm just stating, I don't know, but whether she shows up on Raw or SmackDown the next time while she is still suspended. Triple H stated that she will be arrested, no charges or whatever, so she will be arrested for that. But we'll see what happens. And finally, guys, Daniel Bryan will find out who he will be defending his WWE Championship against at Fastlane. That is the big story, the big question we're all wondering for tonight's show on SmackDown. Who is Daniel Bryan going to be facing at Fastlane for the WWE Championship? We're going to be finding out tonight. People pictured Kofi Kingston, being that he had his incredible showing at the Chamber and in the Gauntlet match. Hell, I would not mind if Kofi Kingston gets his one-on-one title opportunity against Daniel Bryan at Fastlane. I wouldn't mind that at all. It's also being mentioned that could happen at WrestleMania, but I don't know if they're still going to be doing that, being that I saw this article and has the, the 6 names. Who knows? They could bring Kofi in there. They could bring Mustafa Ali in there. I even predicted we could have Kofi Kingston and Mustafa Ali challenge Daniel Bryan in a triple threat match at Fastlane for the WWE Championship, because who wouldn't want to see that? I mean, it fits well. Mustafa Ali was taken out of the Chamber match. Kofi took his spot. Or I wouldn't say he took his spot, but he took his place. And, Mustafa can still get his title opportunity, being that he couldn't be in there before. And then Kofi, we saw what Kofi did, and people want Kofi in the title picture again. So it makes sense you have Kofi and Mustafa Ali in there, so you have a triple threat match for Fastlane. I would love to see it at WrestleMania too, but hey, they can go underway with this. So yeah, I'm wondering when we're going to see Mustafa Ali again. I think he's probably going to be on tonight's show. I wouldn't be surprised if he is. I think we could also be seeing Andrade and Rey Mysterio, being that they weren't on last week's show. I don't know what Randy Orton is going to be doing. We'll see. Samoa Joe, I don't know. There's a lot of questions to ask about tonight's show, but the main thing we're looking to see is who's going to be facing Daniel Bryan at Fastlane. So that's pretty much what I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this little news and rumor video. We're going to be doing more of these shortly when I get more shit. We'll be seeing what's happening. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, tap the bell for no future uploads. And I will be back tomorrow for SmackDown Live review. So until then, I will see you guys next time. Too sweet. And a peace. See you guys.